Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be busy in my kitchen doing a whole bunch of food prep and things like that, so come hang out with me. First off, we have this huge batch of blackberry jam going. I picked our blackberries this morning and got about a gallon, and so then I had some frozen ones and I mixed them all together and I'm making a big batch. So there's 24 cups of berries in there, and that hopefully will make 6 pints of jam. Anyway, so we're working on that and washing dishes as well because yeah, they need to be caught up with. The little kids are sleeping. I'm also straining some cold brew coffee because it needs to be done. And I was drinking my coffee earlier and I had only poured myself half a cup this morning because it was all that was left. I was like, man, did I drink my coffee so fast? Nope, I didn't pour myself a full cup. That's fine. So anyway, I'm straining that, washing the dishes, got the jam going, and some other things I hope to do this afternoon is make a sweet potato pie. I have the potatoes already cooked and everything. I also want to make some sweet potato gnocchi, which I also have the sweet potatoes cooked for. I baked up the last bit of our sweet potatoes from last year, and that's what I hope to use. And I can make dinner. I'm probably gonna just cook some chicken on the stove. I feel like there was something else I was gonna make. A gnocchi pie. Maybe that was it. I also have blueberries we picked this morning. Picked about a gallon of blueberries. And I need to freeze them. Oh, that's what I was gonna make. I was maybe gonna make some blueberry muffins. We'll see if I have enough time. I don't have counter space. Because this is gonna, like, all these things are gonna take up a bunch of counter space, and my kitchen is pretty small. Anyway, that's what I'm working on this afternoon. What kind of things are you working on this afternoon? Do you have lots of projects going? Are you the kind of person that does like one project at a time all the way to the finish, or work on a bunch of things at a time? Because this is usually how I get things done in rapid succession. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I get stuff done. The jam is so splattery, but it's almost done. So I'm just getting my water bath canner ready and getting my, this is my little test plate. It's not quite ready. I don't know. My coffee is strained. My kitchen looks a little better. Got the dishes done. Cleaning out some jars. You know, my amount to clean dishes is done. This jam is done. It's kind of wrinkling up on my plate. So it's done. Now, of course, my water bath canner is not ready yet, so I'm just going to dry these up and get them all ready to go in the water bath canner so that when it's ready, I'm ready. Then we can move on to our other projects. This batch is a little more chunky than I normally make it, but it'll be fine. Normally I think I squished the berries a little bit more, but I was kind of experimenting this time to see if I needed to squish the berries or if it would be fine. So this took about an hour from start to finish for these 24 cups of berries. I made 6 pints exactly. I don't usually get it quite so precise, but that was perfect. So I'm gonna clean up some of these dishes while I wait for my water bath canner to get going. I need about 1 pound of sweet potato for the pie, so I'm gonna use this big honkin' sweet potato for that. And then the rest, I have 4 other sweet potatoes that I'm gonna use for the gnocchi. I'm just gonna make a big batch and we can have leftovers. These are cold now because I cooked them last night. I'm just gonna de-skin them and put them in my bowl so I can mash them up. So my potatoes last year had this weird looking stuff on it. I don't really know what happened. Let me see if I can show you. It's so weird. I'm trying to pull the skin out. Okay. So it almost looks like when you pull out like a blackhead. It's so weird. Okay. It's not actually going to do it right now, but I'll see if I can do it.
Yes, because it's...
My jars are in there, so now I'm just waiting for that to come back up to a boil, and then I will cook them for 5 minutes. Can them for 5 minutes. Of course, the sweet potatoes did not show that fun thing that I have seen before, so I'm just going to get these mashed up and put in a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to add in enough flour to make a nice dough. I'm not really sure how much it will take for this like pound and a half of sweet potatoes. This dough is just going to chill for a little bit until I'm ready to make these later, so I'm going to cover it up Yep, with my apron because I don't have any towels right now. We're just gonna set that aside somewhere. Now we're gonna make the sweet potato pie. I'm gonna get this in the oven, and then I'm gonna make the muffins and put them in the oven at the same time. Kind of combine my oven space and, you know, not heat up my house as long and as much, I guess, on this 100-degree day. I have a little helper helping me now. Just gonna mix together the sweet potato and the butter. My other little sous chef woke up. And he's got like playing right now. Hey, Peter. Hey, lady. And a little blueberry pie. I'm just trying to find the dish for it. My pie is in the oven cooking, so I'm gonna get started on the muffins. What are you doing, Bethany? Are you helping me mix? Another sous chef woke up from her nap, so she's helping too. What are we making? Muffins?
Yeah.
Yeah, does Mama need to get the blueberries? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I took a short break to take care of Peter, get the kids settled and everything, and now I'm back making the gnocchi. This is kind of hard to film because it's very sticky. A lot stickier than it probably should be. I probably should add more flour, but I didn't, so now it's very sticky. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I made logs of the dough, and from that dough, and then I just chopped off little bites. And they're just sitting here on some flour, and then once my water boils, I'll put them in the boiling water until they float. Scoop them out, drain them. Then later I'm going to fry them in some butter and garlic and salt. They're so good. So I'm going to link all the recipes for all these things that I'm making down below because you should check them out because they're really delicious. So this is almost, we're getting close to the end of my mad dash of making food. It's, of course, taking longer than I thought it would be. I mean, it's already 4:30. I'm just getting ready to make these, but it's okay. The pie is almost ready to come out. The muffins are out. They're so yummy. I can hardly resist munching them. And this little blueberry pie is done. And the other pie in the oven is almost done. And pie number 2 is done. And they're starting to float. Just putting them over here in my colander to drain for a little bit. We have chicken thighs cooking in a little butter and olive oil. And seasoned with some Italian seasoning and salt. And those are coming along nicely. And I'm melting some butter in here for the gnocchi that are draining over here. I'm going to add this garlic soon when I add the gnocchi. And I'll probably add a little salt as well. Meanwhile, it does not look like I did any dishes today, really. But you know, they'll get done eventually. So, guys are just getting a little crispy on the outside, give them a little texture. And then we're done. It's hard to stir this with one hand. Anyway, they're delicious. At home.